You have been taught that closure is kindness, that a goodbye is owed, that disappearing makes you a coward. This is the doctrine of those who cannot bear to be left. The prince knows that closure is a gift you give to those who have already taken too much. Sometimes the most powerful move is not a dramatic exit. It is no exit at all. It is simply not being there when they turn around. The first law of strategic disappearance is the law of the unanswered summons. They will call your name. They will send messages, leave voicemails, appear at your door. The polite person answers. He explains, justifies, apologizes. The prince does not answer. His silence is not rudeness. It is the end of a conversation he no longer wishes to have. Each unanswered summons is a lesson. You are not entitled to his attention. The second law is the law of the unreturned gaze. Those you ghost will search for you. They will look in places you used to be, ask people you used to know. They will try to find you in the past because they cannot imagine you have moved beyond it. The prince does not return their gaze. He does not look back. He has already left the geography they are searching. Their eyes will never find him because he is not where they are looking. The third law is the law of the unfinished sentence. Ghosting is not a conversation. It is the absence of one. The prince does not explain, does not justify, does not defend. He simply stops. The last message is not a goodbye. It is nothing. The silence after his last word is not a pause. It is the end. Those who wait for the next sentence will wait forever. The fourth law is the law of the unreturned favor. Those you ghost will try to remind you of what you owe them: time, attention, loyalty, love. They will hold up a ledger of your debts. The prince does not recognize their ledger. He does not accept their accounting. He has already written off what they claim he owes. Their favor was not a loan. It was a gift, and gifts cannot be reclaimed. The fifth law is the law of the unwitnessed disappearance. The best ghosting is not seen. It is not a dramatic exit. It is a gradual fading that no one notices until it is too late. The prince does not vanish in a flash. He becomes less present, less available, less there. His absence grows like a tide, and those who would cling to him find that he has already receded beyond their reach. The sixth law is the law of the unanswered question. Those you ghost will ask why. They will demand an explanation, a reason, a final word. The prince does not answer. Why is a trap. It invites debate, negotiation, appeal. The prince does not give reasons because reasons can be argued with. His silence is the only answer, and it is final. They will never know why, and that is the point. The seventh law is the law of the unbroken boundary. Ghosting is not cruelty. It is boundary enforcement. The prince does not ghost because he hates. He ghosts because he has decided that someone no longer deserves access to him. His boundary is not a wall. It is a door that he has closed. Those who cannot respect his boundaries do not deserve his presence. The closed door is not punishment. It is protection. The eighth law is the law of the unfinished disappearance. You will never be finished ghosting. New people will demand your presence. New attachments will try to bind you. New expectations will seek to claim you. The prince does not expect to arrive at a final destination where no one needs to be ghosted. He knows that ghosting is a practice, not a state. Each day he decides who deserves his presence and who does not. The work never ends, and neither does his freedom. You have now received the 8 laws of strategic ghosting. The world will call you cruel. It will say you owe closure, that goodbye is a duty, that disappearing is cowardice. Let them talk. They are the same ones who would drain you with their demands, their expectations, their endless need for your presence. Ghosting is not cruelty. It is the refusal to be consumed. It is the recognition that not everyone deserves access to you. The prince does not owe anyone his presence. He gives it when it serves, withdraws it when it does not. His disappearance is not a wound, it is a choice. Ghost them, be the prince, be free. You have learned the first 8 laws of strategic ghosting. You have seen how to vanish without explanation, how to let silence answer where words would fail. But the world does not stop reaching. New hands will grasp, new voices will call, new demands will rise. To remain unreachable, you must go deeper into the architecture of absence, the physics of invisibility, the geometry of the unattainable. The next 13 laws are for those who will not merely disappear, they will become impossible to find. The 9th law is the law of the unrecorded name. Names are handles. Those who seek you will use your name as a hook. Change your name, change it again, become no one. The prince does not have one identity. He has many or none. His name shifts with the wind. His face is a mask that changes. His history is a story that can be rewritten. Those who would find him search for a person who does not exist. He is not hiding. He is simply not where they are looking. The 10th law is the law of the unseen exit. The best exit is one that is never noticed. The prince does not announce his departure. He simply stops being there. He becomes less present gradually, then suddenly, then not at all. Those who would miss him do not realize he is gone until long after he has left. By then his trail is cold, his path obscured, his new location unknown. He does not slam the door, he leaves it open, and they never hear it close. The 11th law is the law of the unshared location. Those who seek you will ask where you are. Do not answer. Your location is your secret, your fortress, your final defense. The prince does not share his whereabouts. He does not post his movements. He does not tell his plans. He moves in silence, and those who would find him must search without clues. His absence is not a puzzle, it is a wall. The 12th law is the law of the unbroken silence. Silence is not emptiness, it is power held in reserve. The prince does not fill silence with words. He does not explain, justify, or defend his absence. His silence is his answer. Those who cannot bear silence will reveal themselves in their attempts to break it. They will write longer letters, leave more messages, grow more desperate. The prince watches their desperation from a distance, unmoved. The 13th law is the law of the unwitnessed departure. The prince does not need witnesses to his leaving. He does not need to be seen walking away. He does not need to be remembered. His departure is for him alone. Those who would watch him go are not invited. He leaves when no one is looking, and by the time they notice his absence, he is already somewhere they cannot imagine. The unwitnessed departure is the cleanest cut. The 14th law is the law of the unread memory. Those you ghost will remember you. They will replay conversations, search for clues, try to understand. The prince does not care. Their memories are theirs, not his. He does not control what they remember, and he does not try. He has already forgotten them. Their memories will fade, become distorted, become fiction. He is not in their memories, only the ghost of who they thought he was. The 15th law is the law of the unfinished ghost. You will never be finished ghosting. New people will demand your presence. New attachments will try to bind you. New expectations will seek to claim you. The prince does not expect to arrive at a final destination where no one needs to be ghosted. He knows that ghosting is a practice, not a state. Each day he decides who deserves his presence and who does not. The work never ends, and neither does his freedom. The 16th law is the law of the unshared future. Those you ghost will wonder where you are going. They will imagine your future, try to track your trajectory. The prince does not share his future any more than he shares his present. He does not announce his plans. He does not post his goals. He moves in silence, and those who would predict his path have no data. His future is his own, and it belongs to no one else. The 17th law is the law of the unanswered echo. Those you ghost will shout into the void, hoping for an echo. They will send messages, leave voicemails, write letters. The prince does not answer. His silence is not an echo. It is the absence of any sound. The void does not answer. The void does not care. Their shouts fade, and he is not there to hear them. The 18th law is the law of the unbroken absence. Absence is not a void to be filled. It is a statement. The prince's absence is not a lack. It is a presence of its own. Those who feel his absence will try to fill it with others, with distractions, with noise. They will fail. His absence is shaped like him, and nothing else fits. He does not need to be present to be felt. The 19th law is the law of the unrecorded beginning. Every disappearance has a beginning. The prince does not announce his departure. He simply stops being there. He does not mark the date, does not commemorate the moment. His absence begins not with a bang, but with a whisper, then silence. Those who would track him have no starting point, because the beginning was invisible. The 20th law is the law of the unfinished ghost. You will never be finished ghosting. New people will demand your presence. New attachments will try to bind you. New expectations will seek to claim you. The prince does not expect to arrive at a final destination where no one needs to be ghosted. He knows that ghosting is a practice, not a state. Each day he decides who deserves his presence and who does not. The work never ends, and neither does his freedom. The 21st law is the law of the unfinished freedom. You will never be finished being free. New demands will arise. New hands will reach. New voices will call. The prince does not expect to arrive at a final destination where no one reaches for him. He knows that freedom is a practice,
not a state. Each day he chooses who deserves his presence. Each day he ghosts those who do not. The work never ends, and neither does his sovereignty. You have now received the 21 laws of strategic ghosting. The world will call you cruel. It will say you owe closure, that goodbye is a duty, that disappearing is cowardice. Let them talk. They are the same ones who would drain you with their demands, their expectations, their endless need for your presence. Ghosting is not cruelty. It is the refusal to be consumed. It is the recognition that not everyone deserves access to you. The prince does not owe anyone his presence. He gives it when it serves, withdraws it when it does not. His disappearance is not a wound. It is a choice. Ghost them. Be the prince. Be free.